Good morning, NMB. Welcome to Ready to Read Storytime. We're going to start with our favorite song. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends at Storytime, we clap and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With our friends at Storytime, we wave and sing hello. Good job! Well, this week is all about the color purple. Our craft for this week is a purple monster. Our take and makes are available at the children's department or at the front desk. You can come get your own purple monster to make. Let's go ahead and jump into our first book. It's about a purple little bird. Purple little bird loved everything purple. He lived in a purple little house with a purple little fence and a very purple garden. Purple little bird worked hard to make his house perfect. But no matter what he did, something was not quite right. So one day he packed a bag and went looking for a truly perfect house. Purple little bird walked all the way to Brown Bear's cave. I am looking for the perfect place, he said. My cave is warm and cozy, said Brown Bear. It is warm and cozy, said Purple little bird, but it's too dark. So Purple little bird climbed a steep cliff to see Gray Goat. I'm looking for the perfect place, he said. It's bright and sunny here, said Gray Goat. It's bright and sunny, said Purple little bird, but it's too windy. Purple little bird continued on until he met Yellow Camel. Maybe this is the perfect place, he said. My desert is nice and quiet, said Yellow Camel. It is nice and quiet, said Purple little bird, but it's too dusty. The purple little bird found Blue Frog in his pond. I hope this is the perfect place, he said. My pond is very cool and refreshing, says Blue Frog. It is cool and refreshing, said Purple little bird, but it's too damp. So Purple little bird kept going until he saw a beautiful tree. 3 pink possums hung there in a row. He told the pink possums all the places he had been. We know a place, they said, that isn't too dark, windy, dusty, or damp. So Purple little bird followed the possums. To his surprise, they stopped at a purple little house with a purple little fence and a very purple garden. Purple little bird looked around. You know what's wrong with this place, he said. It's too much purple. But now I know what to do. So they made it perfect. The end. Let's go right into our next book. It's all about monsters, like our craft, the purple monster. The monster who ate my peas. Eat your peas, said my mom, or you won't get dessert. I said, before peas, I would rather eat dirt. I know you don't want to, she said with a glare, but until they get eaten, you'll stay in your chair. I begged and I whined and I got down on my knees. Please, Mommy, please don't make me eat all these peas. I stomped and I grumbled. I yelled and I pled. Why can't I eat corn or potatoes instead? Eat up those peas. Do it now, my mom said, or you'll get no ice cream and you'll go straight to bed. My mom left the kitchen. I poked at those peas. Their sickening smell made me weak in the knees. Quickly, I offered the peas to my pup. But Ralph barely sniffed them and then turned his nose up. I closed my eyes tightly and whispered a wish. Please let these peas disappear from my dish. And something quite strange and mysterious occurred, almost as if somebody somewhere had heard. For right out of nowhere, a monster appeared. His hair looked like spinach and so did his beard. His bloated body was broccoli green, and his breath, when he sneered, reeked of rotten sardines. Each eyeball resembled a big Brussels sprout. His long, bumpy squash nose was sticking straight out. Large, liver-like lips peeled back to reveal sharp teeth like a shark and a tongue like an eel. Long octopus tentacles writhed from his torso. Quite gruesome already, these arms made him more so. His ears were like mushrooms, his chin like a beet, and he balanced himself on 2 big, stinky feet. Just how he got in, I hadn't a clue. My heart skipped a beat as I said, "Who are you?" He growled, "I'm the monster who helps kids like you. I eat up their eggplant. I eat turnips too. I gobble down foods that make small stomachs quiver, like lima beans, collard greens, spinach, and liver. I came in reply to your pitiful plea, and I'm ready and willing to eat every pea. I'll eat up the big ones, I'll eat up the small. But then you must give me your new soccer ball." I thought of my soccer ball under my bed. I bounced it 23 times on my head. But then when I looked at the peas on my plate, my brain filled with dread and disgust and hate. "What is your answer?" the monster demanded. "I don't have much time, so I'll be very candid. Millions of kids want their yunky foods eaten, from Bali to Raleigh, from Chile to Sweden." "Okay," I said finally, "I'll give you my ball. Eat up my peas, eat them up one and all." He laughed a cold laugh as he picked up each pea and swallowed them down individually. Only 64 peas, slimy, gruesome, and green. He ate every one and he licked the plate clean. And after he'd licked and lapped and slurped, he set down my plate and he boorishly burped. Then, just as my mother came back into the room, he vanished no trace with a noise that went whoom. Mom looked at my plate and she shouted with glee, "You did it! You ate each and every pea!" She gave me a hug and my ice cream. So yummy with chocolate on top. So good in my tummy. Then I went on upstairs and peeked under my bed. I started to sweat, my heart filled with dread. For there in the spot where my ball would be, there was only one very small, squishy green pea. And now when I want to play soccer with Dad, I think of that ball and I get very sad. If I'd said it one time, I've said it 10. I won't make a trade with a monster again. Not long after that, we had peas with our meal. The monster appeared with the same kind of deal. "I'll eat up your peas just as quick as you like, but then in return, you must give me your bike." I thought of my bicycle, shiny and new. I'd spent my whole savings to buy it. That's true. But when I look down at those gloppy green peas, I feel like you feel when you have a disease. "Okay," I said sadly, "I'll give you my bike. Just eat up these please. Please get them out of my sight." The monster then opened his mouth very wide. He took all my peas and he dumped them inside. He chewed and he chomped and he swallowed them down. Then, boom, he was gone, off for some other town. My mom served me cake, but I just couldn't eat. I walked to the door, feeling down and defeated. I twisted the knob and I shuffled outside to get on my bike and go out for a ride. I looked all around and I started to cry. My bike wasn't out there. I think you know why. And right in the space where my bike used to be, there was only one very small, mushy green pea. Now when my friends take their bikes for a ride, they never ask me, so I stay home inside. If I've said it one time, then I've said it 10. I won't make a trade with a monster again. A week after that, there were peas in the stew. The monster showed up like he always would do. The words that he said made my whole body freeze. "Give me your puppy and I'll eat your peas." I looked down at Ralph. He gazed up at me. I looked at my plate, at each ghastly pea. "Come on," growled the monster. "I'm already late. Just give me your dog and I'll finish your plate." I looked at those peas and I just about gagged. I looked back at Ralph. His scruffy tail wagged. My pup put his cold little nose on my knee. I reached for my fork and I speared a small pea. I opened my mouth. I squished up my eyes. The pea touched my tongue and I got a surprise. The pea didn't taste like I thought it would. I had to admit that pea tasted good. I picked up another and chewed it and swallowed. Each pea tasted better than the one that had followed. I ate every pea till there wasn't a trace, and Ralph thanked me kindly by licking my face. I turned to the monster, that grumpy old guy, to say I don't need you and tell him goodbye. But right in the spot where the monster had stood was only a pea, and it tasted quite good. And now there's not one single food I won't try. If others can eat it, well then so can I. I'm happier now than I ever have been, and I never will trade with a monster again. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Bye!